Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I am so excited to try out the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. So this is one of the products from my recent huge Ulta haul that I did, which I have my unboxing of that up here on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. And so I'm really excited to try this out because it sounds different and unique. It's not really claiming to be a foundation, but it's supposed to give instant radiance, make the skin look hydrated, healthier over time. And I love a hyaluronic acid serum, so I'm excited to see how this is going to look in a tinted version. And I got this in the shade 2.5 Rosy Light. It has a pretty decent shade range considering it's just a tint. And it does say to shake it up well, so I am shaking it up because I could see like where it wasn't totally mixed together. And this cost $20 at Ulta. And it says that you just apply it with your fingers. So I'm going to try out that technique and we'll just start there. So let's see, is it an actual dropper? Oh my gosh, yes, it is. I'm curious what this texture is like. Let's just put a little onto the back of my hand. It's not as runny as I was expecting. It kind of seems like a regular liquid foundation texture, but it says apply it directly to the face, so let's see. I don't know how much I want to use, so let's just start out with a little bit, and then it just says to blend it outwards with your finger. And so you can see I have a lot of redness in my cheeks, which I hope to tone down. My chin is where my skin is the most dry, so we'll see how this is over the dry areas. My cheeks are kind of like normal skin texture, I guess. My forehead, my nose get a little bit more greasy, and I have large pores along my nose and my inner cheeks here. So those are my skin concerns that I'm interested to see how this performs with. It blends out nicely, but really is kind of looking like nothing on the skin. But I do see a little bit of that shine radiance, which is nice. But blended out, I would say like very light coverage. But I did just go in with a little bit. So going in with a bit more. See if I can get a little bit more coverage over the redness. Let's see how it is on these pores. Oh, like the dropper technique makes it a little bit difficult. Like I'm probably gonna just touch the applicator, pick some up on my finger, and let's blend it out that way. However, I am liking how it is blending out with my finger. I feel like this is how I'm gonna be able to get the most coverage as well. Okay, now maybe I did go in with a little too much. And as I'm applying it, like especially around my nose right now, I feel like I'm noticing a little bit of like a product-y smell. Nothing too bad. But oh gosh, I think I did use too much. That's kind of impressive that a little goes a long way. So I was just going to do it to half of my face, but since I have so much extra, I'm going to go ahead and continue blending it over to the other side of my face. I do think this shade is looking a little darker, like maybe slightly oxidizing as I am applying it. It takes longer to apply it with my finger compared to a beauty sponge, but since this is such light coverage, I do prefer to get as much coverage as possible by blending it out with my finger. But I do notice like it's not blending out completely smooth with my finger. There's a little bit of finger marks left behind, so I am still probably going to go over and just smooth it all over with the sponge. As far as like covering up redness, I mean, you can see with it versus without it, it helps, but I wouldn't really use this for coverage. The like finish of it is more dry than I was expecting. Like, it doesn't look very hydrating on my chin here. It's kind of emphasizing dryness. It doesn't help with pores. Like, my large pores still have all the pore texture. They pretty much look the same. And yeah, it's not looking very radiant and smooth on the skin. It's actually looking a little bit mattifying, a little bit cakey. I mean, it's so light in coverage that it's hard to see that, but I'm so picky with my foundations and how the texture looks. And I'm surprised that I can actually see like a bit of cakiness on my skin. Like, it's giving the illusion of dry skin that wasn't there before. I kind of want to just apply it to the rest of my cheek there, just with the dampened sponge here, and let's see how that goes. I think it applies fine with the sponge. Like, there's barely any coverage anyways, so maybe it's slightly less coverage, but it's much easier to apply with the sponge in my opinion. But I just kind of feel like this isn't really doing anything. I guess it's supposed to give over time results with a hyaluronic acid, but I just want, more coverage or more hydration. It's not very easy to apply. I'm trying to just go over a little bit more here. And I just overall don't feel like it's really improving the look of my skin as much as I was hoping it would. Because this product has high ratings, but I'm just not very impressed by it. Like, it does so little in terms of coverage that I almost would just rather wear my natural skin and not have the kind of cakey, dry effect that this is giving. Wow, I'm really surprised that this is not really working out for me. I feel like on camera, like, there's that little bit of glow to the skin. It helped even out the skin tone a little bit, but up close, it just is looking more textured on my skin than I like and what I was expecting. And it's really not buildable at all in coverage either. And I wish it did have a little bit more like pigment. If it was a little bit more buildable. But I feel like as I build it up, really, like, I'm not building up coverage. It's like building up in like cakiness and texture on my skin, which of course is not what I want to see. So I am bummed and surprised about this, but hey, if you've tried it out, definitely let me know in the comments down below how it worked out for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.